Welcome to Lunchbreak with LUVA. This is the final series, the zine binding workshop. So the first one we'll be doing is the saddle stitch. It uses folded paper and you bind through the centre. The second one is a folded zine. It uses a single sheet of paper and it's great if you want to kind of put a poster or something on the back or a full image on the back and have loads of little ones as it can fold right back out again. It's almost like a concertina. And then finally we've got the Japanese bind stitch. This one's great if you've got single pieces of work or bits of paper that you've trialled out the other workshops on and you want to kind of bind them all together. So grab your sheets of paper and one by one you're going to need to fold them in half lengthways and make sure you kind of really make that crease nice and strong because that'll be the spine of the book and they'll compact a little bit tighter. So grab your pencil and your ruler and measure the centre point of the booklet along the crease. And then working from the middle point of the booklet, measure intervals of 1.5 centimetres or 2 centimetres depending on the size of your booklet. And you're going to want 5 holes in total, so 2 below and 2 above. Next, pierce all of the holes with your needle and repeat this process with all other sheets of paper. And now we're going to begin binding. To start off with, we're going to go through the centre hole of all the sheets, starting from the inside going outwards. And then we're just going to take that into place so we can get a nice tight bind. So you've gone through what will be the middle spread of your booklet and we're going to go out through the spine and then now back in again one hole above. Pull that nice and tight and then go back up, moving further along to your outermost hole. Go up through that one from your middle spread to the edge of your spine of the cover. And then we go back in through the second hole. Now we're going to skip the centre hole. This will make sense in a minute. And pop on 2 along, so we're going to the one that's just below the centre hole and up through that one. So we repeat what we did on the top half of the booklet with the bottom half of the booklet. So we go up through the 4th hole, back down through the 5th and up through the 4th station again, going from the middle spread to the outer cover. And then back through the centre where we can tie a knot in the middle spread. There's also a downloadable PDF on our website. This helps with the positioning of the holes and shows you the pattern of how you need to thread through the booklet. And there you have it, a saddle stitch zine. First of all, you've got one single sheet of paper, you fold it lengthways and make sure the corners align and that you have a strong crease. And then unfold it and fold it the other way, so you've just done lengthways, so now do it widthways and you're going to take the edges and using that centre crease you're going to fold each side into the middle and again making sure that your creases are really strong because you're going to want to fold them up and it makes the zine a lot tighter. So you should have 8 boxes in total, which will make up your 8 pages. Grab your craft knife. If you don't have a craft knife, you can use a pair of scissors. So you fold it back halfway like that and you cut along that line there. If you have the craft knife, you just want to cut between the second and third rows there. Just like so. And then that's pretty much it. So fold it back over so you've got the pages that you want to be seen on the outside. Holding the edge of the pages, you want to push inwards, push your hands towards each other, and then this will force the hole to open in the centre. You can bind it with a saddle stitch, or you can leave it to be opened out if you want to kind of put something on the back there as well. For your simple Japanese stab binding, you want to clamp your pages together. As all the pages are loose and none of them are folded, it's really important that you kind of clamp them together with a paper clip or a bulldog clip. First of all, you want to measure about a finger width depth from the edge of the booklet. As with the saddle stitch, you're going to want to measure the centre point of your booklet. And again, we're going to want 5 holes. So measuring from the centre, you want 2 holes below and 2 holes above. I'm using equal distances between the holes from the centre. The distance between the edge of the booklet and the first hole wants to be approximately the same size as the distance between the individual holes as well, just to make it look a little bit neater, but it's not vital, so don't worry about the maths. Next, you'll need to push through your holes with the needle. So to start the binding, first of all, you're going to want to flick open the booklet roughly about halfway. Push through this hole and remember to tape down the edge of the thread so that you can get a nice tight finish. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back round so it forms a loop around all of the pages. We're then going to stitch onto the next hole and go down through that one and create another loop that wraps around all the pages. Continue to sew on the back cover of the book, so you're going to go back up through and again create a loop around that one. Next, at a right angle, you're going to loop around all of the pages and go back through the hole for the second time. And then continue to stitch, filling in the gaps that we've missed along the way until we get back to the hole that we started with. We're then going to continue and repeat what we did on the left side of the zine, so carrying on looping through each hole and then sewing back down to the centre. There is also a downloadable and printable PDF on our website that will explain in more detail about the stitch with drawings as well. Once we again reach the hole that we started with, we open the booklet back up to where we have taped down our threads and then push the needle through so that it comes out not at the other side of the booklet, but so that it comes out at the spread where our thread is. Now it's just a case of tying a knot and cutting the threads, and that's your third and final zine done.